Hey guys, Robert Trimbath here, CTO for AIO Integrations, back with our weekly rant for In the Queue. And we're going to be talking about some of the things going on right now in the current market. And boy, there is huge news this week. So, just a few days ago, we had some stuff hit the market talking about, and funny enough, they named it after Biden. It is called the uh, Biden Cash, and I guess that's the name of the group, but they are basically dumped 2 million free credit cards, payment credit card database, 2 million accounts on the internet free of charge. Anybody wants them out in the dark web. Absolutely crazy. It's kind of a publicity stunt, things they do to try and go, and promote themselves as, who they are. But this is really bad news, of course, for people that have had their cards breached in the last couple of years, because most likely you're part of that 2 million. Uh, Another thing, Black Lotus malware. They have a malware now that's bypassing secure boot on Windows machines. So, you guys, everybody, be very careful about what you put on your machines. Just don't download free garbage. Don't download free games, videos, music. A lot of people think this stuff is innocent when they do it. It is not. Uh, what you put on your computer can very well dictate what happens to your business network. So be very, very, very careful. There's also some new phishing campaigns right now that are going out. They've always been around, but they are particularly hitting job seekers right now. So if you are looking for a job, they're pretending to be employers, asking, telling you there's opportunities. Please look at these emails, look at who they're from. If they're from a Gmail account and they're saying they're from a business, they're most likely phishing and they're trying to get your information and target you. Just delete these. They're not real opportunities. Real businesses are not using Gmail accounts to send out opportunities, okay, or Hotmail or any other service like that. Just use some common sense in where this stuff is coming from. Also, Biden administration has announced a new national cybersecurity posture that is actually probably going to pose some challenges to some companies, especially in the healthcare sector. If you want to learn more about that, you can just research a national cybersecurity strategy. It was just released last week. It affects all those have HIPAA compliances around them. So if you are a company that is where HIPAA affects you, you need to go read this and make sure you're going to be in compliance with the new strategy that's coming out. Also, CISA is warning about new Royal ransomware. It's picking up steam. It's not new. It has been around. It's linked to some Russian hacking groups, but it is gaining. It's basically gaining ground into infrastructure inside the United States and some other countries, but primarily the United States. And what I mean by infrastructure, that's trade, shipping, transportation, utilities. They're being heavily targeted right now. So again, very, very careful. Um, One of the big things that's happening, and so I'm in one of the things, we were obviously in the managed services business for small companies. And one of the big things that's happening that's affecting us is that we are seeing responsibility shifting here. There was a cybersecurity firm's COO that basically lost a bid to be responsible for uh, breaches that happened on a network they were guarding. And basically, they tried to dismiss like 15 to 18 charges of hacking that got through their stuff. And yeah, the court didn't allow it. So they're pretty much being held liable for that. The other thing is that U.S. cybersecurity is really trying to shift the strategy to move some of the liability to the vendors, people like us. So more and more now, we've already been on kind of the forefront of this. We're very security minded. We use two different products. We use Transmosis eSure, which is a managed product with a $1 million financial protection plan behind it that can be for any business from one and up. Doesn't matter, but and it's very reasonable because it includes the financial protection plan. The other one is Deep Instinct we sell, and it's a lot more. It doesn't come with financial protection, but it is a AI based deep learning product that is actually very, very effective, but obviously cheaper because it doesn't include the financial protection. So we include those. We do not sell normal products like WebRoot or Malwarebytes or Bitdefender. Those are common EDR products or MDR products, not very good. We only use XDR products, which are the best, 99+% prevention. And I'm talking about in milliseconds. That's the kind of stuff we use. There's just a lot of really unfortunately bad news. There was a piece of good news about a downward trend in January and February, and that was that ransom payouts went down as well as ransomware events going down, which was actually some good news. And that's because companies, I say, are starting to do a better job about training employees. They're starting to do a better job about putting better protection in place. And they're finally getting the message because they're getting caught with their pants down and they're getting fried on the fryer by these people. Phishing campaigns are still the biggest way that hackers are getting in. 9 out of 10 hacks initiate with phishing email. So if you haven't trained your employees yet, just so you know, we do it as a company for free. For anybody who wants cybersecurity awareness training for your company, contact me directly through Alignable. We will be happy to do it for you. Your employees are the front line defense to your company. They are your soldiers out in the front lines. And if you don't teach them what to look out for and make them aware of the risk to the company about it, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. So find out about it. We actually have a new program that's going to be out by the end of first quarter. We're hoping by the end of March we'll have it out. And it will be a video training program, self-help, comes with a certification afterwards. And so you can provide basically certification that your employees have been through a genuine cybersecurity class. We'll be changing it up, adding it. It's going to be a 6 to 8 course class that will take about anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, depending on your people. We do test you after each segment to see if you're paying attention. Can't tell you how many times I've been to, for instance, a school district. They said, yeah, we did the mandatory 1 hour thing. You remember anything about it? No, I was doing my nails. Nobody's paying attention to this stuff because the IT departments and these people in these places just really aren't putting enough emphasis on user training, and they need to because it's so important. Again, the soldiers to the front line, you guys are the ones that see it first, and it's how they're getting in now. They're hacking people. They are not hacking networks, and they're getting to the networks through people. So you need to train your people so they can be better employees, smarter soldiers on the front line. All right. There is some more little bits and pieces of news coming out. And I know that I could probably fill your day with bad stuff. That's the stuff off the top of what's happening right now. The new stuff that came out. Last week, I did talk about the GoDaddy breach. It's one of the biggest breaches in history. 3 years they've basically been penetrated on and off by the same group for 3 years. Not only did they have access to the entire system, but they actually stole the source code for their entire company. Basically, the source code for what power. That means they have a copy of what powers GoDaddy. That's scary on every level. So, if you are a GoDaddy customer, I would seriously consider, from a security standpoint, I'd definitely be looking at a change. If you're buying your email, hosting your website there, your DNS, wherever, I would definitely be looking at jumping ship. Never been a big GoDaddy fan, just because I don't think they're going after price. I don't think they take their security seriously enough, and they resell products that you can generally get on your own direct with Microsoft or Google without having to go through that. So, and it's a much more secure to go through the actual manufacturer or distributor of the product than it is through a reseller like that. Anyway, if you have any questions about the stuff we're talking about, shoot me a line, comment on this. I post this on Alignable. We post it on LinkedIn. We post it on our YouTube channel. And the whole purpose is to get these conversations going about cybersecurity, to make you aware of what's happening in the industry, and to keep you on the front line of being cautious, because if you aren't, you're going to be one of these people in these news stories, and we definitely don't want that. Enjoy your week. It looks like we got some more spring-like weather. Saw some bluebonnets this week out in the Texas Hill Country. Absolutely beautiful. It looks like they're coming in full steam. So enjoy spring, and we will see you next week.